Hey guys, Jay's on here, and I'm very excited to announce a couple of new things about the event today. The Easy Sunday Morning HotS tournament that's going to be, as it says right there on screen, every 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Sunday. So, a little bit of background for anybody that might be hearing about this event for the first time. Just a new sort of amateur tournament that I'm trying to start up. I think there's not a whole lot of those out there right now, so I think it'd be cool to have one organized on Sunday mornings. So that's what I'm going to be focused on getting started up. It starts next Sunday on July 23rd, so 1 week from today. And really looking forward to doing this for everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do it as like a Swiss format tournament, so it's not kind of your standard single elimination tournament where if you lose, you're automatically out. It's more kind of like the structure that you have in Chair League, where you play your match every week, and the more and then you're usually facing somebody with a similar win-loss record. So eventually, as the tournament goes on, the matches should get more and more even, with the top players filtering towards the top and the players struggling facing each other at the bottom, and everybody in between. Of course, it gets more and more evenly matched as it goes. But it's going to be kind of condensed, unlike Chair League, where you're only playing one match a week in your league. It's going to be more of just a day-long event, where you come in, you register sometime between 11 and noon. We start the rounds at noon, just a simple game of one, and then we'll just do as many rounds as it takes for the tournament to determine a winner. The more teams that are in the event, the longer the event will go. But for the first couple ones, I don't expect it to go more than 2 to 3 hours, 4 at the very most, if we do get a really good turnout. And then, of course, if the different divisions are big enough, we'll do a playoff at the end for those teams. But again, I'm not expecting to get that many teams in the first couple of weeks. But who knows? Maybe it'll be a really fun event and a whole bunch of people will show up. But a couple of special announcements that I want to do today. That I'm just rolling out. Still working on figuring out what support we might be able to give for the prize pool with Reborn Knights, our sponsor for the event. However, there are a couple things I am ready to tell you guys today. Which, first of all, I'm going to be doing a highlight reel for the entire event. Any of the casted matches, particularly the matches that'll be determining who the champion for that tournament is. I'll be pulling as many highlights as I can to make a highlight reel for every event, and it will be mainly featuring and focused around the winners of the event for each division, but just in general, it's going to be a highlight of all the biggest plays from the tournament. So that is something I think will be really nice for the players that show up and perform well, to be able to get that highlight reel made for them, which will be featured on my YouTube page, of course. Where else would it be featured, really? So that's the first big announcement. The second one being that we're going to be looking at a format that's going to be more long-term and going to be focusing on the idea of the fact that we're going to be coming back every Sunday, doing the tournament every Sunday, and that's going to be a point system that is going to allow you guys to earn points every time you come and enter in the event. The better you do in the event, the more points you'll get, but more it's based on the idea of continuity. The teams that show up every Sunday are going to be rewarded by getting those points every Sunday, and at the end of every other month, we will be awarding prizes for those teams. So we'll have a standings for the points, for the overall points in each division, and at the end of every other month, we'll be awarding prizes to the top people in those standings. What are those prizes going to be, is probably your next question. That's a really good question, but unfortunately I don't have an answer for you today. That's one of the things we're still working out with RK and any other support that we get. I'll be tossing in part of any donations that we get on the Twitch channel. So it's gonna, we're gonna do our best to make it something cool, memorable, maybe some swag. I'm probably gonna stay away from cash payouts because I don't really like the flavor that brings to kind of an amateur tournament. But, we'll see if we can get some cool swag in for you guys, or something really neat for you guys to enjoy off of those prizes. And it'll completely depend on what the funding ends up being. Some of the small ideas I've had kicked around is the idea of, hiring some sort of artist, much like the art here in the background, making some kind of cool custom art for the winning teams with heroes of their choice. And there are a couple other ideas for other than just like the obvious ones, like swag or some kind of trophy or some kind of e-banner to put up for your team. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do yet, but we'll be kicking around that idea. We've got a couple months to figure it out, and I'm really looking forward to running the event next week. It is going to start next week, July 23rd. Registration's at 11 PST. Super simple. Part of the reason I'm naming it Easy Sunday Morning HotS is because unlike a lot of these other tournaments where you have to go through the channels and the 12-step process to get registered, it's real easy. You just come into the Discord, tell us what division you want to be in, what your team's name is, and what your BattleNet contact is. You just register, and then you're done. Easy peasy. So if you guys have any questions, you can always pop in the Discord. I'll leave the Discord channel down in the description of this video, so you guys can pop in on that. And hopefully I'll see you guys next Sunday.